Greetings once again, wizards. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Fairy Tale the 100 Years Quest, where previously the members of Fairy Tale, the members of Sabretooth and Jalal took on the gold dragon god Vernet. Well, everyone except Lucy, who because of Athena's sacrifice couldn't bring herself to attack, but Natsu insisted, not wanting Athena's sacrifice to be in vain in any way, shape, or form. She did her part. Now it's time they do theirs. But the gold dragon god has a bit of the Midas touch, turning anything it blasts into gold. And with high durability and bewildering attacks, everyone ends up a bit on the back foot. That is until Lucy comes to the realization gold conducts heat, and while it might seem as though they're not harming Varnis, if Varnis is what he is, what they think he is, increasing Natsu's abilities might just be the key. But Natsu's very unwilling to accept everyone bestowing upon him their power. He's not looking for that cup of energy, but it's been decided Natsu's gonna get that power up, whether he likes it or not. What'll happen next? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 151, Carrying Their Feeling. Natsu's getting that power. Ugh, and Natsu chowing down on some ramen. Ugh, that's a big bowl too. Get kinda hungry, and I just ate. Alright, we pick up with Natsu charging at Vernis, and Natsu has a devilish grin as he shouts, "I'm all fired up." Sting panics, saying, "Why is Natsu always like this?" While Rogue questions, has he never heard of the word cooperation? Minerva then questions Urza. He never listens, right? And Urza simply smiles, saying, "You're spot on." But Wendy shouts to the group, "I'll gather everyone's magic and give it to Natsu by force." Yukino gets in a stance saying yes, and Lucy does the same, saying got it, while Gray angrily states, "Geez, he's such a pain." Then we cut to the Exceeds, with Happy questioning the others, saying, "Do you think he needs our magic too?" Lecter says, I wonder. Carla holds out her hand, saying, "Every little bit helps, surely." While Frost says, "Fro thinks so too." Aww. Meanwhile, Natsu is leaping at Vernis and unleashes fire dragons. Talons! Delivering an explosive kick to Vernis's hide. And Vernis kind of makes me think of a Sphinx cat and just bats Natsu away. Natsu is sent flying, but he manages to gain his stance after skidding to a halt. Vernis then lifts up his hand ready to strike, while Natsu ignites his fist, ready to do the same. Ooh. And as Vernis brings down his hand on Natsu, Natsu strikes in kind. Ooh. And as their clash resonates, the ground starts to give way under Natsu's feet. Meanwhile, everyone is holding their hands out to Wendy, channeling their magical power, while Natsu leaps out from under Vernis's clutches, climbs up Vernis's arm, skitters onto towards Vernis's head, and ignites his fist for a fire dragon's demolishing strike, hitting Vernis with a hard right. Meanwhile, everyone continues to channel their energy into Wendy, while with Natsu and Vernis seems pissed. His eyes ignite while emanate a glow, and he unleashes a beam attack on Natsu, who just barely manages to dodge out of the way, as the beam rips across the land, causing massive explosions in its wake. Natsu looks back to where the path of the beam was, seeing the massive line dug through the earth as she looks back in shock. Meanwhile, Wendy's finally ready as she holds out her hands emanating with magical power. She shouts, "Now, I'll give our magic to Natsu. Enchant!" And as Natsu is empowered, he says, "This is the fairies and tigers' magic." He looks over at them saying, "I told you I didn't need it," only for him to be caught off guard by Vernis once again going in for a swipe, smacking Natsu into the ground, shattering the earth. Meanwhile, an exhausted Lucy calls out to Natsu, while Gray says, "Should have kept your eyes on the dragon." Natsu bursts forth from the earth he was buried underneath, saying, "Well, since you went to all the trouble of giving it to me, guess I'll take it." And as he calls out, "I got it from here," he bursts forth from the ground, fire engulfing him, coming in on Vernis like a rocket, smashing into the beast. Sting, Yukino, Rogue, Urza, and Minerva look on, sweaty, exhausted, but smiling at Natsu's progression. But though Natsu hit hard, and he's even got into his Dragon Force form, nice, I keep forgetting about this sometimes, he still finds himself unable to really do some damage on Vernus, as he says, but it's so hard. Ooh, pause. But he just ignites, saying, I'm gonna turn everybody's magic into fire, burn hotter, 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 as the flames erupt from below him as he continues to strike at Vernus, pouring on the fire more and more, until Vernus's body begins to crack below the heat of Natsu's fists. Sting calls out, Vernus's scales, while Rogue finishes saying he smashed them. Happy calls out, it's working, Natsu, with Lecter saying, you can do it! So Natsu unleashes a barrage of hits, roaring all the while, laying it into Vernus, hit after hit, while Gray shields his eyes. Lucy looks on at the sight, stunned, and for a moment she thinks of Athena as she brings her hands together in prayer, closing her eyes, welling up with tears, and she says, please, Natsu. And a dynamic shot of Natsu going in for one more blow. As he continues to lay into Vernus so hard, Vernus lifts up off of the ground. The scenery that was turned to gold turns to ash from the intense heat as Natsu continues to lay into Vernus, delivering one more explosive punch that Vernus recoils from. This is gonna look awesome animated. This is full on that moment in JoJo where Jonathan, Jotaro, there we go, that's the one, just beat that one dude for pages on pages straight. And as the dust begins to settle, Natsu gives Vernus a diabolical grin, while Vernus, with us now being able to see both his eyes and teeth, fixes his gaze on Natsu. Ooh, baby. See, I continue to be glad that the Dragon Gods take work. They are boss characters, and it feels like a struggle to take these guys down. Yeah, it's just hit them harder and all that. But even doing that, it's like Vernus has almost got that look like, oh, okay, you want to really bring it. Though it leaves me wondering, will Vernus have a humanoid form, or is that just Athena? And I'm still hoping that Athena can make it out of this. Maybe even being able to transform into Vernus? I'm not sure. Because we've gotten around so many situations with the Dragon God, not simply just killing them, as it were. There was always some kind of caveat to one of the Dragon God's defeat. So I don't know if I'll be okay with it just being straightforward, because I've loved the kind of different nature to how the Dragon Gods fall. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels like it's been a little bit more nuanced than just hit them harder. I mean, the team does that, but still. So I really am banking on Mashima doing something a little bit more interesting than just Vernus fall. Fingers crossed. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this is the end of Vernus, or is the battle just getting started? But until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.